We've got a lot to live up to.
OBS does a whole lot of things.
It's my... There we are. We're here. We're here. We're here.
Oh, hi, chat.
Hey,
we didn't
everybody.
see you there.
Hi.
Hey, everybody. We're here. We're back. God, I had everything down to an art. I had everything ready to go. And then, of course, as soon as we go live, my mic stops working. Also, hey, everyone.
And I crashed the intro, so...
Anyway, yes, we're back. Enter the Polyhedron is back. Main screen, turn on. And we're back with some more Honey Heist for you today. We've all been looking forward to this, I think. Nobody be alarmed. I think Jack just forgot to shave this morning. That's what happened there.
Yeah, it's fine.
See,
there we go. Take a shave really quickly.
Yeah, perfect. Alright, so yeah, we're going to be playing some role-playing games today. If you have not tuned into Enter Polyhedron before, that's kind of what we do. It's our thing. I am Kanwa Hats, and I will be your game master for today. And joining me we have Red Nightmare.
I will be taking the role of Al Capaz, the con man.
Jekawo.
I am Hercule Flambert, the incompetent thief.
Keeb 42.
I am Ursula Pandrus, the as-yet-to-be-determined panda.
Yes. And Valkyrie Lemons.
I'm Dave, the driver, and without an audio lag this time.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we are using the far superior method of Discord audio.
Yes.
Yep. And, of course, Master Gunner as well.
As Molly Parton, the retired brains of the operation who keeps trying to get out, but you keep dragging her back in.
Just one more job. And Molly is a polar bear, if I remember rightly.
Yes.
Now, you may notice if you watched last time that we have one member of the gang is missing. Unfortunately, HP Braincase is away at TwitchCon. I may say unfortunately. Unfortunately for us, he's away at TwitchCon. I'm sure he's having a great time. I'm sure he's doing fine. I'm sure he's great.
We really miss him.
Yeah. I did try to get one with everybody, but unfortunately, sometimes it's not possible. So, we're going to play some Honey Heist. I think the best thing we can do right now is, we just had previously on, so that'll get you up to speed, We can go look at let's look at the rules. And then once we've done the rules, there is something extra special that I have for you chat to get you involved. But first of all, let's go back and refresh ourselves on how you play this very, very fun game. So, it's HoneyCon 2018. Definitely 18. That's definitely what that says there. You're going to undertake the greatest heist the world has ever seen. Two things. One, you have a complex plan that requires precise timing. And two, you are a goddamn bear. And so we'll go through character creation in a second.
We've got to top last year's heist, which was the greatest heist the world has ever seen.
Was.
We're not going to top it. Let's all be honest.
I don't know. I believe in you. I believe in you guys. So yeah. Basically, you start out with, it's very simple. You have two stats, bear and criminal. Each stat starts out with 3 points, and bear is used for doing bear things, mauling, running, climbing, shrugging off damage, scaring people, and so on. And criminal is used to do anything not directly related to being a bear. And when you want to do something, and the outcome is in doubt, roll a d6, and you're trying to roll equal to or less than the relevant stat. So if you have 3 points in bear, you want to roll 3 or below. And if you're using your bear special skill or something related to your roll, you roll 2d6 and you pick the lowest. And so here's where the rub is. Basically, frustration and greed. When the plan fails and you run into difficulty, you move 1 point from criminal into bear. Greed, when the plan goes off without a hitch, move 1 point from bear into criminal. And you can voluntarily move points around from criminal into bear by eating a load of honey, and from bear into criminal by doing a flashback scene where you plan the heist over coffee and cigarettes. which was used to great effect last time. Such things as making security guard Vin Diesel an inside man. That one was pretty good.
I'd forgotten about that until the intro.
It was so
now.
good. And also, I think, like, learning to read with, like, a children's book or something. I think someone was eating the H for honey. I remember that. And so, but if either of your stats ever reach 6... you something bad happens. If your criminal stat reaches 6, you betray the party and go into a life of crime. If your bear stat ever reaches 6, you flip out bear style and lose it, presumably.
And sometimes get possessed by the ghost of Abraham Lincoln.
Yep, that's a occasional, occupational hazard in this thing. So that's how you play the game. Now, last time we did character creation for everybody apart from Keeb on stream. So you all have your role and your hats and your descriptor. Keeb decided to play a panda bear. I think we discussed that, and you were pretty set on panda bear, which is fine. But
if she's not a panda, the pun doesn't work.
Well, yeah. Ursula Pandress. I mean, that's fine. Like, HP's character last time was a panda, so we're swapping one panda out for another. But what I need you to do is roll for your descriptor first of all. So that's 1d6.
I'm retired.
Retired, okay. And what is your role in the group? You are the face, a retired face.
Ah, damn it.
So we have 2 faces then, because that's also Al Capore's role.
No hacker.
No hacker.
Yeah, we'll have to do without a hacker.
Yeah.
I think we're going to miss that.
So the thing is, what I quite like the idea of is that you were retired for the last job, and like Al Capore's is the new face brought in to replace you, and now you're coming back into the fold, which we will deal with in just a bit. But of course, now we have to roll the most important part of this whole thing, which is the bonus hat table, which 1d8. That's a flat cap.
A flat cap.
Perfect for a retired panda bear.
Yes.
Okay.
And the important thing to note about Ursula is her panda pattern is in such a way that it looks like she's wearing a white bikini.
Of course. Of course.
Oh god, yes.
Of course.
Yes,
Yeah, sure.
face,
Sure.
That's fantastic.
Sure. And a flat cap. Don't forget the flat cap. That's also...
and then the flat cap.
Yep.
She wears that because she retired to a life in the countryside where she takes long walks with her pet whippets.
Okay, so but before we get into the game a bit more, there's something for you, chat, that you can take part in. You can contribute. Let me just throw this up here. Actually, I can just... If you do !honeycomb in the chat, you'll also get an explanation of this. This is something I am not ashamed to admit I have stolen completely from Dungeon Dome because it is a very, very good system, and also you should watch Dungeon Dome. It's real good.
Because Hats is a good DM, and good DMs steal.
Yeah, exactly. Great DMs borrow. No, good DMs borrow. Great DMs steal. That's how it goes.
Yes, sorry, that's how it goes.
So you can use bits to give everyone in here some advantages, and basically you give them 100 bits is 1 honeycomb, and they can spend honeycomb to do certain things, the list of which we have available here. And also mods can do !HC menu in the chat. There you go, and that will tell you what you can do for 1 honeycomb, for 2, or for 3. And so as we go along, if people chuck in some bits, and then you can affect the game. You can make people re-roll if they did something you think, no, it'd be funnier if that didn't work. Then you can make them re-roll, or you can give the GM bits so that the GM can make them re-roll. That's how we're doing that. And there's a bunch of fun stuff we can do with that. So yeah, we'll see how that gets on. This is kind of a trial run of this thing because I haven't done this before. We'll see how it goes. I'm fully prepared to change like how many bits or like what things do or throughout the run. So yeah, get your special moves prepared. Think about what that would be.
God damn it.
Entirely situation dependent.
Yeah, I mean that also works. That also works. All right, so with all that out of the way, let's go to the play area.
Yeah.
Slightly upgraded from last time. And
Oh,
you
more
should
polygons.
you should all have control of your tokens, so you can move things around, move points around,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
I can control everyone's tokens, but
that's fine,
I will not abuse this power.
he says.
He will abuse his power.
No, I won't.
All right, so
I'm not you guys.
So anyway, imagine this is a movie. We're gonna basically have a cold open and a pre-credits scene because there are two things we need to do.
Yes.
We need to we need to bring Ursula Pandress in, and we need to get Winnie the Chew, which was HP's hacker character. We need to get Winnie out. So the first thing we're going to do is we start off with now, if I remember correctly, your base for the Ursa Nostra Morphia, which is the name of your group. I remember. You came up with it. Your home base was in a woods. It was like a shack out in the woods, and such. And you had driven the van up there. You had moved the yacht back from the heist last time. And it's, in the intervening year, you've been, building things up and maybe making some refurbishments, fencing bits and pieces. And one night, actually fairly close to Honeycon 2018, there's a basement. We'll say there's a basement in there. Mm-hmm. And Winnie is sat down sort of late at night, hacking away on a laptop that's kind of dripping with a little bit of honey. And, the lights are dark. It's kind of just a flickering bulb. And you can see, Winnie's illuminated by the light from the laptop. And tapping away, you can just about see over the shoulder little things popping up like military, top secret. And just flashing back and forth. And then stored above where Winnie is the last remnants of the haunted hive of Abraham Lincoln. The prize from last year's Honeycon. And there's just a little tiny drop that falls, the last bit of honey. You thought you got it all out, but the last bit goes phew, and plinks onto the computer. And Winnie looks at it and is like, and then the computer starts sparking and shaking. And Winnie can't move her claws away from the laptop until electrical energy just starts arcing around her as you see her body get digitized and sucked into the computer. And the last thing you see is just top secret. Pew!
So Winnie is
Oh no.
in theaters next year. Honeytron.
Bum bum. Yep, Jack's got it. So that's our pre-credit sequence. So
Okay.
all that you know as the gang is that one day you come down and Winnie's not there anymore, and the laptop is not working, and none of you know how to work a laptop because you're not hackers. You're bears. So
and I use Macs instead.
Yeah, exactly. Dave's a Mac guy.
Of course, Dave's a hipster.
Yeah.
Dave's a bag.
Just saying, you don't get as many viruses on Macs as you do as those Windows. Just saying.
You don't even know how to turn that on.
Exactly.
All right. So then, the next scene we see is exterior.
We started a shootout.
No.
Oh.
Exterior. Animal control center. But imagine basically like a prison, a large prison, but with bars, but just some bears crawling around and other various animals inside.
They're all wearing orange jumpers,
Yes,
right?
yeah,
Yes.
no.
Okay. No, that's good. Just checking.
And parked outside is, we'll say, Dave and Al Capore's are parked outside.
I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
This better be
This
worth
seems like
it.
a bad idea.
And then
I have an audition for a part of the prince in Romeo and Juliet, and I'm going to miss it to try and do what are we doing?
well, what you are doing is you're waiting for somebody to get released. and the bars on the wall just start tick, 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 tick. And standing there with her, her personal effects in her arms and a flat cap on her head is Ursula Pandress being let out of her 10-year sentence for honey theft.
Yeah,
Honey heisting.
Honeycon 2008 was a little bit of a disaster for Ursula.
2016, I think. Oh, 8.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, it was
Eight,
10. It was a
sorry.
10-year
I-
sentence.
Somehow I heard 18.
The question is, though, is that in human years or bear years?
It's bear years.
Both?
I don't know if there's any difference.
Yeah.
But so yeah, you get let out, and it's basically, to use a movie reference, it's like the opening of the Blues Brothers, where they pick out Elwood picks her up from prison.
She strides confidently over to the Bearmobile.
Yes.
Dave, sweetie, I knew you'd come for me.
Of course. Who is she?
Are you,
Ursula?
Yeah, Ursula. Yeah, I didn't have to remember your name.
I'd say it's good to see you, but then I don't like lying.
Yes, you do.
Ow! When did you join the Ursa Nostra?
After you left.
I am sensing some tension here. I'm just going to put on the radio here, and hopefully it's been a good tune.
What does it play? It needs to be something good.
and so you just get in,
Yeah.
dark glasses, drive away. Honey Heist 2. We-
Still have it. Already in boxes. Sorry.
Alright, never mind.
No sunglasses.
That's cool. So yeah, you drive away back to the rest of the gang. Now, as you're being driven down there, I think what's going to happen is, I think the two of you fill Phil. I keep doing this. Fill Ursula in on what the score is this year,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you what you know. What you know is that after last year's debacle, the organizers of HoneyCon decided to go a little different direction. They're going mobile. This year, HoneyCon is not being held in one location. It's not even being held in a city. It's being held in a long truck convoy that's heading out to the desert. Kind of Burning Man style. But, the idea is they'll drive along a long highway, and eventually they'll reach a part of the desert they turn off into and circle around and put everything down and then drive away again.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright,
That's the
that's...
score.
Yep. Alright, so unless we've got anything else we want to do on the way back, we can cut straight back to the hideout.
I think Al just glares at Ursula half the time.
Ursula just she rummages around in her handbag, and once upon a time she would have lit a cigarette, but it's been on the inside. She's been forced to switch to e-cigarettes, and so she gets that out.
Oh god, she
puts in
vapes.
some
Starts
she puts in
ripping-
some honey flavored vape juice. It's one of these ones that looks like an old style long cigarette holder,
Oh no, but like a bamboo cigarette holder.
but it's bamboo.
Yeah.
And so she starts vaping honey flavored vape juice.
I put the window down like casually, just like
Ripping fat clouds.
She blows a honeycomb.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, you pull in the Bearmobile back to the hideout where the rest of the crew is waiting, getting ready to prep for HoneyCon 2018.
I didn't really pull in. I just stopped in the middle of the road and gets out.
I mean, it's in the middle of the woods, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Now, there's one other thing I didn't tell you about, and that is that, well, for this, you're going to need a pretty tricked-out ride. The Bearmobile has done you pretty well so far, and with the proceeds from your last heist and selling off the yacht that you stole. You can probably get some bits and pieces together, or you could, cobble together something from the yacht. It's up to you. But basically, what I want to do is let me go find the handout for this. No, it's fine. No, you'll like it.
On the yacht.
You'll like it. It is. There it is. Oh yeah, no, you should already see it. The Bearmobile.
Yeah, there's the Bearmobile.
And so we're going to go around, and each of you can suggest one improvement or modification to make to it.
Yes, I got it.
Okay, so let's go around in order. Let's start with as I see it in Roll20. So let's start with Red.
A bear cannon.
Ooh, okay.
A cannon that allows us to launch ourselves
Bear cannon.
at, like, other cars or stuff like that.
So like a cannon or like a catapult?
A cannon.
Okay.
Because a catapult will be too elaborate and take up too much space. This is one of those magical cartoon cannons. You step in the backside and you just launch on the other side.
Sure. Jack.
Pretty magic realism, right?
Yeah.
So, since you said tricked out ride,
Yeah.
I want the entire front grill, bumper, everything in the shape of a bear face.
Okay.
Grinning. Like a grinning bear face.
So
real menacing.
Bare-faced bumper with like teeth that could maybe like bite into the back of another car. Okay, yeah, I like that.
Nice.
Keeb, what would you suggest?
Well, Ursula's a traditionalist, so she's insisted on. Well, she initially wanted to go for Boudica wheels, but they're actually the little James Bond style that extend out like a little saw blade.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, saw blade wheels, I guess we'll call that. Saw blade wheels. All right, Valk, what do you have?
I've taken the steering wheel from the yacht and implanted it over our steering wheel.
Okay. What benefit? I mean, what benefit does that give you? Does that, or is that just?
He doesn't have to sit. He doesn't have to.
It doesn't have. No, it doesn't have auto lock on the steering wheel. It can go.
Oh, so like a full, you can like rotate full 360. Okay.
Well, no, I was thinking more just like because when you drive a car, it can only turn at a certain.
Okay,
mix,
yeah.
Like, you can turn far quicker.
Okay. So yacht steering.
Yeah.
Have you added the ashes to ashes knob for doing the power slides?
The power slide. All right. And Gunner.
So, are you familiar with a Corvus?
The person or the thing?
The thing. The boarding bridge used by the ancient Greek Navy. Also in like the first episode of Game of Thrones this season.
Okay.
Just a giant bridge with a spike on the end that can slam down into another vehicle.
Like a boarding
Sport.
thing. It's the boarding thing. Yeah,
Okay. Spiked boarding ramp, I guess we'll call that.
Yeah.
So does that fire off the front or off the back? Or the side?
I'd say the side.
Okay. All right, there we go.
Actually, the door. Boom.
Yes. All right, so there we go. We have the bear cannon, the bare-faced bumper, saw blade wheels, yacht steering, and a spiked boarding ramp. I don't do this very often, but I'm begging you, if anybody makes art of that, I will just please. I need to see that.
We will figure something out. I promise that we will figure something out.
I need to see that. Okay, so yeah, we have that. You've got that set up. You don't it's still a mystery where Winnie is. Like, she's disappeared, but you're gonna have to go without her, and hopefully Winnie will show up at some point.
Hopefully they're going low tech.
Yeah.
I'd like to take God, I get the name of it. I'd like to take Molly aside for a brief moment.
Yes.
I don't like us bringing in. I don't like bringing in Pandress in. She's been out of the game too long, boss. Too long. You got me. That's all you need, right?
You've been great. No one could ever replace you. But
Right,
for this
right.
job, with Winnie gone, we need somebody. And I've done many jobs with Ursula. She's not here to replace anyone. Certainly not you. but we'll need her help. Trust me.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right. So, unless there's anything else we need to do, you want to do before heading out to the heist, I think the next thing to do is, you know roughly where the convoy, where it starts, where it ends. This was on all like the official flyers and so on, and you know what time and what date. So what you need to do is,
We don't have passes. We can't hack for passes. Damn it.
there we go. Valk's got it. The other thing is, what was it? Right. I think you know what I think last time I gave you the prize, the special exhibition that you're attempting to swipe. Last year it was the haunted beehive of Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
This year it is
Actually haunted.
actually haunted. It turned out. This year it is ultra dense mega honey. Yeah.
New
Mega
scientific
honey,
breakthrough.
you say?
Yes, it's brewed, made in the Large Hadron Collider. From exotic materials, bees fed on nectar from antimatter
Outer
flowers.
space.
Yeah, that's that sort of thing. It's worth quite a lot on the black market for honey.
We'll be rich boys.
Okay, rich boys.
Headron Collider.
Yeah. Okay, so in that case, shall we cut to an open road?
Yes.
The open road with the Bearmobile I mean, you're driving, Dave. How fast are we going right now? What's the
Fast as possible. Fast as possible at 75 miles per hour.
All right, so
Not indicating, cutting people up, honking badly. Not indicating.
Falk, what's that in actual measurements?
it's fast. It's pretty fast.
75 that's just over the speed limit. Whatever, that'll be 110 kilometers. I don't know. Use miles per
Maybe like
hour.
120.
130.
Yeah, around 120.
-ish.
Alright.
It's-
Alright, I'll
it's-
look it up for you
120.
Europeans.
It's 120.
All right.
120 kilometers per hour.
So what is
Max
everyone?
speed on the highway.
So what's the situation in the back, or who's riding shotgun? Who's sitting where?
I call
Ursula's
shotgun.
vaping in the back.
All right,
So that's not helping Dave drive. There's just clouds of vape juice.
it's just coming
vape
out.
smoke hanging in the air.
Elk pauses in the back, like picking out different, like looking at different outfits. He's a collection of beards this time, not just
yes.
mustaches, because he's learned from his mistakes.
Now remind me, Al Capos has a bowler hat, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
He has a bowler hat still,
All right.
and he's scratching something on his neck. And the camera zooms in, and it's markings from tranquilizer darts from Animal Control from last time.
From last time. Yep. Okay, and so you're driving down this highway. You're approaching roughly where the convoy should be. You can see like a column of, I guess, dust being thrown up by a large amount of vehicles ahead of you. How do you wish to approach this? Because you can see it just a little ways off in the distance, on the road in front of you.
I mean, I'm probably just like swerving out of traffic because I'm not a good driver. That's not me trying to be reckless. That's just how I normally drive.
Dave, sweetie. Dave.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should see if we could disable the lead vehicle.
So you want to get around in front of the convoy.
Or suggestion, somebody gets in the cannon.
That's partially what I wanted to suggest. It's like, I have an idea. I know exactly what we can do. And Elle starts crawling into the cannon, out of the opens the hatch in the roof, just crawls out. Just wins. He just has to keep his bowler hat. He's wearing some sort of a large coat.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a large fur coat. He just crawls in,
Okay, so all right, what
Should be the last one, and I should be able to get us in. I can do this, boss. Put me in. Put me in.
All right, what's the play then? Okay, what are you doing? So are you gonna are we gonna fire Alcapores out of the cannon, or are we gonna try and get ahead of the convoy to come at them from the other side?
I mean, he's gone to all the effort of getting into the cannon. It'd be rude not to fire him, really.
Okay, so are you?
That's true.
Are you trying to be? I realize I'm saying this about firing a bear out of a cannon at a convoy full of honey.
Are we trying to be stealthy?
Yeah, are you trying to be subtle about this?
I'm hoping to just land on the roof and saunter my way.
As subtle as possible for firing
Okay.
a bear out of a cannon towards the moving convoy filled with honey.
Okay, in that case,
Presumably we're hidden by the dust that they're
Yes.
kicking up. So.
Well, what I need to do is I need Dave to make me a driving roll, which is going to be criminal with 2 dice because that's your job. So make me that roll. 2d6. You got to roll below 3. Okay, you got a 2. So all right, you make it up stealthily, right up behind, like close enough within range of the cannon. Now, what sort of role is the cannon? I think it's athletics, which would be bear in this case.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So,
Hosk
Hosk already did a thing.
Ah, yes, no, thank you,
Okay,
Hosk.
yep, no, perfect. All right, so you're behind this convoy. You're in the bear cannon. I need you, Alcapores, to roll bear to stick the landing, shall we say? Nope. So you climb down into the cannon, like get the helmet on, or get the bowler hat on. Do you put on a disguise costume at all?
Yeah, I'm wearing a large fur coat and he's like a gray beard.
Okay.
He's like trying to hold on to everything.
So, up behind this thing, now that you're closer, you can see that the convoy basically it's like somewhere between like a parade float, like loads of like, you know, stalls or very well decorated things, but also a little bit Mad Max, and you know spikes, and you know people just going a little bit crazy, and also a bit wacky races as well. Very themed things, and you're trying to get onto one of the ones at the back that is all about hive management. So it's like a giant like open hive, that's been built around this vehicle, this flatbed. And so you just go through the air, trying to land on top of it, and you just crash down through the sort of plexiglass top of it into the middle of this group of people who are like, oh, what the hell?
Hello. I hope I'm not too late to enter.
Okay, roll face for that, and don't forget you can move points around. That's criminal and face, so that's 2d6. Don't forget you can move points around by doing flashbacks or
let's
by
do a flashback because we
eating
haven't
honey.
done one yet. Yeah, we're doing a flashback.
Flashback.
So, I made sure to procure an identity this time. Pricey investor, by the name of Bumblebee. And, a lot of investments in honey, bees, and bee accessories.
I sell bees and
should
bee
help.
accessories. Okay.
So that should give
identities
me
were always your strong suit.
a good cover.
All right. Okay. So then you can move a point into criminal for that.
Yep.
But you need to make me that face roll. But you get to roll 2 because that's what you're trying to do.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh.
Okay, I'm okay with this, but I would have hoped this happened a little bit later.
Yeah, we're just sort of diving right into it. They're like, "What is that? That's a bear! There's a bear! There's a bear!" And one of them runs over to. One of them runs over to a tannoy, like a loudspeaker, and goes, "There's a bear! There's a bear on the back of the vehicle! Get everybody! There's a bear protocol!"
Don't use panic.
Is that like little red warning sirens?
Yes,
start going?
yeah. So the rest of you can see that back in the truck, or back in the van, I should say.
Well, cheesy biscuits. I think our friend has made a boo-boo.
Oh.
Dave here, I think this is a full-on yogi. Perhaps we should deploy the boarding ramp.
Aye, aye.
All right, let's do this.
Yes!
Boarding ramp. All right, so you're gonna try and get the boarding ramp onto one of the nearest things. So
Yeah,
we
we'll
could.
go for the one that Al is on, I think.
Okay, that's gonna be another driving roll. Yeah. Okay, you got there. You got there with a 3. So you drive up.
Very slowly because this is not a super fast car.
No, but you're sort of. But this convoy is not moving that quickly because it's an entire convoy of vehicles of various speeds, so it's only as fast as its slowest car. And so you get up do you come up, like alongside it and let the ramp down?
Yeah.
Okay, so you let the ramp down.
As we're dropping the ramp, one of the people looks out over at the car, and I'm just like, he looked at me.
He looked at me. He looked at me. What a day! All right.
What a lovely day.
We're gonna ride honey and comb!
You can see the rolls. It's up here. It's up top. It's up right above the chat. You can see the rolls right there. It's just I moved it from the usual place.
Honey and
Yeah.
comb.
So Ursula's gonna
Honey
go.
and comb.
Ursula's gonna go first, as she's the other face. So she's gonna cross the ramp.
Okay.
When she gets to the other side, she just glances over, sees that Al is unharmed, and she would like to attempt to seduce the man who initiated the bear protocol, who's there on his loudspeaker.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Why?
That's a face move. That would be criminal. Don't forget you can move points around with flashbacks and such. Otherwise, just make that 1d6. No, 2d6. Because yeah.
Oh no.
Can you just give the crew equipment? I feel like that comes under perform a special move. So yeah.
So
No, you don't do it. So the man, you start approaching this man like, hey, and he's like,
hey, sweetie.
he just starts backing away into a corner. It's like, no, please, no, take it, no, leave me alone, leave me alone.
So she just reaches out and just plucks the loudspeaker away from him.
Okay, I think you need. Yeah, no, you can do that since he's backing away. There's 2 other people in here as well who are looking like they're a bit more sort of ready to go than this guy who is organized driver or something.
Jack?
At this point, Hercule Flambert comes in.
Aha!
And perhaps Hawk and Animal
All right.
wrestlers?
Hey, 300 bits. I'll give that to whom? Yes, we need to know who that goes to.
Ooh.
But we'll assume that goes to one of the players. Sorry, but you were saying, Jack.
Yes, I was saying, have you ever seen their ring gear or their entrance gear?
Yeah.
It's basically hockey pads, but with large spikes.
Oh, okay. That's what
So-
what you're wearing.
Yes.
Okay.
Hercule looks like something out of Mad Max.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, sure. Then we'll just say that's been spent. So the crew had a thing. You've got like silver spray paint to use as needed, which I'll say that will help you blend in, or
Not silver. Gold. It has to be gold. Honey.
sure, whatever.
Gold.
Anyway, so you do have some paint like that. So
Got
yeah, Hercule Flambert comes in and
He is gonna run over and knock them the fuck out.
all right. So that's going to be a bear roll. I don't think that comes under thief. I think that's
No,
I think you just got to
What?
roll 1.
but before that,
Oh god.
so yeah,
Oh god. What
Oh,
what has he
no.
done?
Oh no.
Oh, he's doing it!
Oh my god!
Witness! Witness! Witness!
shiny and gold.
For that, you can roll 2. You can roll 2 for commitment to the bit and with So-So's use of that thing. There you go. All right, have two dice for that. Witness.
Tastes horrible, doesn't it?
Yeah, this one's not good.
Okay. Yes.
Whew.
So you're trying to knock them off, yeah?
Yep.
Narrate this for me.
So, as you see Ursula pick up the loudspeaker, what happens is you see Hercule start over on the van, just all of a sudden running really, really fast, and then just boom into them with basically a spear.
Okay. Oh, spear, and knocking them down to the ground. Okay.
Yep.
Nice. Very
You
nice.
can also you can definitely still hear like alarms going off, and there seems to be some commotion. There's some sounds of vehicles like pulling in closer to this one. So we have Al Capone's are down. Ursula has got the loudspeaker. Hercule has just knocked a guy the F out. We have what is Molly doing? Gunnar.
Molly will hop across to the truck as well.
Mm-hmm.
But as she drops, as she gets off the drawbridge, just picks up, like, slams it back into the Bearmobile. And motions to Dave to just move on forward.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
All right. So yeah, you're gonna try and get ahead. Then in that case, you need to make me a driving roll, Dave.
well, the first thing I do is I put on my... Since I was out the car, I put on my music.
Which
So currently I'm playing is Happy by Pharrell Williams.
okay. I mean, I guess I can make that happy for you.
Should be able to find that. Go
I
for
can make
it.
that. I had all these plans. You still need to make that roll at some point.
I make that.
I think I'm spelling that right. Oh yeah, there we are. Okay. Hold on.
I mean, I'm probably going to get this mod muted now, but...
Oh, this is a weird version, but whatever, who cares?
It works. This one won't get muted.
All right, so you've made it with one. So you pull out, are able to pull in front of this this float at the back. But you can see over the top of vehicles out in front of you. There's people coming this way with what look like nets, maybe like a stick of some kind, heading towards you.
Well, I better floor it in.
So while Dave is
God,
doing
I just
that,
noticed the
Ursula
t-shirt
would like-
Yeah.
Yeah, puff pride. Ursula would like to, now that she's got the loudspeaker, she would like to attempt to tell them it's a false alarm.
Okay. Ooh, okay, that's definitely a face move. Yeah. So that's 2. But then that's criminal. Yeah. So you're trying to get under 3.
Can we? Oh.
Yeah. No, we got there.
Success.
So she's just trying to mangle false alarm.
So Dave, you see
no birds.
you see the people coming. They sort of stop and like, huh? What? And they appear to be like talking on radios to somebody else, like confused. So they're not advancing on you right now. But there's still... So you've got one person knocked down, the guy backing up into a corner, and one other person who's trying to go into the front cab of this float to try and get to the steering wheel.
Okay. So there's a guy going for the front cab.
Yeah.
heading to the steering wheel. How's the sound in this? Is it like now that the roof is collapsed and everything, it's just the sound of
Yeah,
wind.
it's just...
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
In that case, I would like to pull a Glock and shoot the guy that's going for the end.
When did you get... Okay, no, when did you get a Glock?
I don't know, I'm a criminal.
Flashback.
I think we need a flashback.
I think we need a flashback.
That's fine. I will do a flashback. I will gladly do a flashback for this one.
All right.
So,
All right,
just so you
boys.
know, I'm bringing a gun. Flashback over.
You are going to move 1 point into criminal though.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna make
do that.
I'm gonna make you
Because
do
shooting
that.
is a criminal move anyway.
Well, yeah, it would be. Let's put this on instead. Okay. So yeah, you've got it. So you're just gonna pop a cap in his ass?
Yes.
Roll criminal, I guess.
This got
Yes.
Sure, yeah, all right. You just shot a man. Congratulations. Just everyone's just like, take him down. No, there's nobody here, and he just sort of pulls out the. Al just
Glock.
pulls a
Just a
Glock. Like, shoots a man in the chest. So
Well, a little early for that, Al, but got the job done. And at this point, Ursula would like to just reach out and try and knock out the guy she's got backed into a corner.
yeah, okay, yeah. Roll bear. And if you want to move points into bear, you eat a load of honey, and there's some normal honey around in here.
There's some normal honey around here. I'm just going to rely on my just natural bareness at the moment.
Okay.
And
no. So you take a swipe and misses. He sort of jumps back. He's very, very skittish. And yeah. He starts.
Oh dear. I'm so sorry. I'm a little rusty at this.
And so he sort of scrambles up over the front, jumps off the front of the car onto the bearmobile, and tries to climb over it to the next car in front of you. And yeah, okay. So you're kind of at the back of the convoy, and from what you could gather from the leaflets, the attraction is being held, like the ultra dense mega honey, is being held somewhere more towards the front.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to work our way forwards.
I have an idea for this. I'd like to. So I shoved the guy that was trying to go for the cabin. Shove his corpse aside. Open the door. Go in. Aim the Glock roughly in the direction of the driver, because let's be honest, I can't be entirely certain. It's like, we're gonna take us off front of the line.
Oh, so you're trying to intimidate him to drive you forwards. Okay, I like it. I think that's a face move. He's sort of gesturing with the other arm, like, yeah, okay. Roll 2 dice, and you're rolling your criminal stat.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oof. Okay, a 2. I don't have any honeycomb. I can't make you re-roll that.
Red is on 5.
Yeah.
Criminal.
So I need to roll below.
Yeah, and he rolled a 2
Yeah.
on the other one.
No, never mind.
I would have made him re-roll the 2. There you go. But so yeah, he's like, and just starts flooring it. The problem with that is that the bearmobile is currently in front of this car. So
Okay,
it just you feel a slam into the back.
I'm sorry.
Alright, we need to show us details.
I mean, Al was tagged as unhinged, I believe, so that kind of
Yes.
works.
That's why I'm okay with shooting him right in the back.
Sure.
It's a character.
So you've got
No style, that bear.
You've got 2 cars locked together as they're sort of gradually being pushed forwards. Does anyone else have anything they want to do to try and get out of this pickle?
I want to see if I can get some, like, we were on the back of one of the floats, right?
Yeah.
And the floats are, like, connected all the way up, or...
Well, they're in a sort of loose assortment. Some of them are connected with things between them, but some of them are free to move around, but they're all pretty tightly packed in, yeah.
Okay, in that case, is there, like, some sort of gangplank or a stretcher or something?
There's
that
the
could
bits
use
of...
that effect?
I think there's the bits of, like, plexiglass that got broken when Al fell in. So you could maybe, like, grab that and lay it over the
Can
top.
I pull out one of the panes that are still left?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a bear roll to do that, because that's some strength.
Okay.
Nope, it's wedged in there way too tight. You can't quite get purchase on it.
So what if I say I want to nick it?
If you want to what? If you want to steal it.
Yes.
Ah. Yeah. I'm gonna say that there is some.
Yeah, I know.
There's some other things though. There's like beehive displays that are mounted on things that you could maybe use some of that instead.
I just want to get something that I can use to put between the floats as I
like I said,
towards where the center is.
There's some broken plexiglass that is in like a big enough piece. It's like a board
Okay.
that came down, so you can do that.
I'm gonna take one of those, and then I'm just gonna start moving towards the center exhibition.
Okay. What about the rest of you? What's
I'm gonna follow Hercule.
okay?
Puffing on my vape as I go.
And you're still in the front of this float, Al. And what's
So you get to watch us just climb up and over the cab.
and what's Morley Porton doing?
Molly is moving on up.
Okay, so you're heading over to the next one. Yeah, so you see the well, I mean the next one is actually the Bearmobile, so you're kind of crawling across there, and you put the plexiglass down and start moving across to the one in front of that. And Al sees all this go overhead, and Dave sees it a bit later go overhead as well.
I tell to the man, actually, no, keep driving.
You just keep driving. He's terrified and is just foot on the accelerator. Like the Bearmobile is starting to move as well, like a bit more. You're getting dangerously close to the front end of another one.
I'm up the window.
Leaning back.
L just shoots the window out. I was like, I'm trying to get him to like.
You're down it.
Like,
The
give me
insurance
some room,
premium.
okay? I'm sorry.
The insurance premiums.
I don't know. He probably has insurance. It's fine. He'll probably come. You have insurance, right?
Like
He's not very helpful. Just try to get the car out of there. I'll I don't know.
Tell him to brake.
I'm coming over there. Brake. Okay.
Do you try and make him stop?
I pulled the handbrake.
Oh, you pull the handbrake. That's criminal, I think, but you only get to roll one because that's not a face move.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, you've got a lot of points in criminal. You're fine. So yeah, you just crank it, and you can see the Bearmobile start to pull away from you.
I start barreling up.
Yeah.
The stairs. Oh no. So you see, yeah, I give him loud last. Stay out of trouble. And leave the cabin. Then come back, open the glove compartment, grab a pot of honey, and just
slam some honey. Just
slam honey. While eating honey, start heading for the roof so I can climb over.
All right. So yeah, move a point into bear, and then give me that athletic. That's again. This is a single dice. Gotta roll.
That's how it goes. I can't eat more than that.
Not for this. Yes! Hey!
Yes.
Natural one.
Yeah.
So you get up to the top and just are able to claw onto the back of the Bearmobile.
As I come to the top, the plexiglass bridge has already fallen, so I just jump forward, and manage to hit the Bearmobile on top.
Okay. So,
I undo the sunroof and have a look out.
I look at him as like, we really need to stop eating like this.
So then, seeing as everyone's off that truck, I move towards its wheels and I engage the saw blades.
oh, the one you so you go back to that one and try and
To blow out its tires.
Yeah, all right, go for that's a criminal roll, definitely with 2 dice. Yep, okay, that's a 2. So you sort of pull over, the saw blades go ping, and this guy looks over, he's like and the truck just goes as you pull away from it. And so I think basically at this point, everyone is on top of the bearmobile. There are 4 bears on top of this van.
Oh, I thought the others were on the next
well,
one
I think
over.
they're heading
No,
over.
we haven't climbed over
No,
yet.
you hadn't climbed over yet. You're about to.
Oh, it's a bit crowded here, isn't it?
Yeah, there's 4 of you on top.
I knock on the roof and lean in through the sunroof that Dave opened. Is like, time to move up, Dave.
All right.
Okay.
I put on yes.
Are you?
Ow! Back in the cannon.
What?
Just a quick thing. Should I have gotten 3 dice for that roll because that was carnage as well?
Maybe, but it's
I mean,
fine.
it doesn't matter because I rolled it. Fine.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll see.
So, Al looks at Molly, like, with the faces like into the cannon.
Into the cannon.
Oh, okay, boss.
In the cannon with thee.
And, like, I crawl back into the cannon.
So you're a bit further ahead now. There are some, and also this. There are 4 bears on top of this this van. So people are giving very strange looks from their floats and trucks and there is
I want to do can I do a flashback scene without moving a point from bear to
no,
criminal?
you can't.
Damn it. Screw it, then I'm doing it anyway.
Okay.
God.
All right. Flashback.
So, as the carnage starts, they'll start wondering who we are. And if we want to blend in, then we'll, I think we should prepare the truck accordingly. I have an idea. And at this point, so we cut back to the scene.
Okay.
And we see for the first time on the side of the side of the van, actually we get a good shot of it, and it says the Beartacular Acrobats.
Okay. So you're circus acrobats.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
All
dressed
right.
like bears. That's our gimmick.
Okay, sure. So, like, they weren't supposed. You can hear like mutterings of like, "Are they supposed to be? This wasn't on the thing." People flicking through brochures, like what? So, yeah. Now, Acrobears, yeah, definitely not Bears Inc.
We ripped that off just before the heist.
But you're now approaching a part that there are some more heavy-duty, like trucks, like SUVs with black-tinted windows, and official honeycon decals on them, and some very serious-looking things. You think you might be approaching somewhere sensitive, where there may be something important, like they're surrounding a big truck, kind of like the doof wagon, massive thing.
So I'd like to do a flashback at this point.
All right, sure. Flashbacks are good. They can move points around.
So, what would be really useful is if we had a man on the inside, somebody we knew who knew how honeycon worked. Do you have any contact, anybody we could use?
There is one man we can turn to.
But I'm pretty
Excellent.
certain it's not who we think it is.
No, that man.
We're making up someone new, and I know who it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
I think you definitely are.
I think we all know who this is.
All right, let's go back then. Since we all know who this is.
So we cut to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course. Is he in one of the SUVs? With dark
Yes.
glasses. Tranquilizer
suit,
rifle.
everything, like dark glasses.
Okay, so what do you want? What do you want to do then?
Keep you want that on the inside.
So, the reason we wanted a man on the inside was to point us in the right direction, and to give us an escort through security convoy.
Okay, so yeah, as you pull up, we sort of cut inside one of the vehicles, and there's like in the rearview mirror, you can see the Bearmobile approaching, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson looks over at the guy next to him and is just like, "Pah, pah," knocks him out, like throws him out the back of the truck. Wait. There we go.
Yes.
Oh, wait, what is this? Is this just the rock?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, exactly like that. Exactly
Just
like
like
that.
glasses.
Yep. And yeah, so he takes control of one of the SUVs, peels away, and puts itself in front of you. And you can see him he leans out of the driver's side and goes like, flashes you a okay symbol.
I'm called Steve Austin.
By God!
Follow that SUV, Dave.
All right.
Driving roll, please, because at this point, people have really started to notice. And they are starting to take aim with things. You can't quite tell what they are. There's sirens are back on again after they turned off before. All right.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, is that?
Yeah,
that was the roll. Okay. In that case, yeah, you're fine. So yeah, you pull away from this other pack of them and go up behind them, and he takes you alongside, around to sort of where the front of this is, and you can see it's big, like a big sort of large truck structure with scaffolding built on top of it, and like almost like a stage quite high up, where standing there you can see the organizer of this event, the organizer whose name is Richard Dastardly. With big, blue and red cap and goggles and a long moustache, twiddling it, and he looks down and sees you, and he motions to somebody. It's like, no, them, and all of a sudden, like
Ursula sees him. She's just like, dastardly. Yeah.
So there's he motions to his guards, and they all put on masks. And then there's suddenly as the area around the base of this thing starts filling with a green gas.
There's the other defensive mechanism.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is we're coming up alongside this, so I want to point the bear cannon at Dastardly and fire out over the top of this mist.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, all right.
Super spear. This is a super spear.
It is. Okay. So what?
Super
I don't have enough points for a wrestling move.
Well, yeah. Don't forget. I'll do the thing in chat again. Hold on. Honeycomb. If you want to give special, if you want to give bits to give people special things they can do, there you go. There's a thing. Now, while I try and figure out what this is, because, okay, so you're being flung up there. I'm
So
inclined.
should I do criminal to actually see if I can aim the cannon?
Yeah, I was thinking you do criminal to aim the cannon, and I think Al has to roll bear to see if you can again stick the landing.
There's been no honey to eat.
Okay, Ursula gets it with the 2.
While she's aiming the cannon, Ursula grabs a vial of her vape juice and just drops it down the barrel for you.
No, actually, Jack is absolutely right.
Yes,
I pull the gold, but
yes,
honey spray is like.
All right, where is this
Show
going?
your gold.
So, where is that going? We need to know where that's going to, because that's going to be relevant. Honey cornetto for Al. Yes. All right. So that'll give you. Oh, a honey cornetto. So you can move. Yeah, you can instantly move 1 point from criminal into bear with two honeycomb.
Yep. Then I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna use the other and use the previously used spray to move the other.
Yep. I'll
Okay.
allow that. I'll allow that.
Okay.
That was set up previously. Yep. Okay, so you got. Okay, so you've got.
Still really bad at this, but at least I have a chance now.
You have a chance. So, but the aiming is good. It's on target. It sort of swivels around and targeting Dastardly at the top of the tower. You punch the button. Al gets flung out, and now I need that bear roll from you. Yes!
Yes!
You just you collide with Dastardly in the air.
Slow motion, just. Oh, it's dastardly. through the air, I think the beard flies off.
Yes, it's like
The facade is gone.
he looks at it, he's like, oh, and he gets knocked down.
He may not have been able to catch that pigeon, but he definitely caught that bear.
Ah! All right, so you're at the top of the tower, and there are a bunch of controls and things up here, and you can see that gas is starting to fill down below. It's starting to like pour off the side of this truck as well. It might be coming towards the like an AOE around it. That might start to get to the Bearmobile.
I would like to hack this system.
Okay, that's criminal. And
I know it's bear.
oh, you want to physically hack this system? Yes, this has been a proven technique in the past. So yeah, roll bear. Just a single roll though. Nope.
I start pulling out a whole bunch of stuff, but it's not working.
it's just like
start getting frustrated.
The tower itself is on basically like a scissor lift, so it just starts going up and down as you're on the top of it. And Dastardly, he's knocked down, but he didn't get flung off, and he's sort of on his elbows looking up and like, I knew you would, I told them. And he's yelling down at his guards.
Guys,
You don't have a radio. You don't have radio.
I'm sorry. Okay, that's one push too far.
Yes, Hosk, thank you. Perfect.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
I will say, at this point though, because you're quite high up, you can see where the where the convoy is heading. Now, where the convoy is heading, it looks like there's a storm on the horizon.
Right.
But you're not quite sure what this storm is. Something looks odd about it. There's a lot of volume, but there's no like lightning or anything that you can see right now. But you're heading, the convoy is heading for it. And you don't forget that this truck is also this is where the super dense mega honey is, just at the bottom of it, in like a big glass display case that is now surrounded by this gas.
Yep. Right. So I would like to do a flashback at this point.
Alrighty, flashback time it is. Yep.
We're going up against Dastardly. Man always has a thing for traps. Gas in particular. We'll need gas masks.
Ah, I see. Okay.
You mean gas muzzles?
You know what I mean, Al. You always know what I mean.
Alright, back we go.
I'll put a point into criminal.
Okay. So yeah.
Masks on, everybody.
You just unhook them from like the glove compartment. In my head, Dave is like passing them up through the sunroof.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm just kind of like pressing the button.
All right.
Dave just reaches out and puts the aircon on recirc.
Yeah. We're to be out there.
All right, so everyone is still on top of the Bearmobile. You've got your man on the inside with the SUV, like kind of protecting you from other people out in front. There's a storm on the horizon. What are the rest of you doing?
We need Dave to move us closer so we can drop the ramp and get across.
Okay. Yep. So make that driving roll.
Yeah.
Oh no! Yep. You're good. You're good. You're good. Just about make it, and then you pull up closer. This is now in range of the gas. The gas is like fogging up. It's obscuring things, but you let the boarding ramp down, and it goes poof, and you can it hits something that's connected with something.
Ursula's got her vape stuck into the grill of the gas mask, but it's not really working.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Off the top of the roof, down to the ramp, jumps Hercule.
Yep.
My gas mask is definitely just like Immortan Joe.
Yeah.
I went whole hog on this.
Okay.
All the way in.
Do you have an actual Immortan Joe mask lying around? Because you've been prepared a while.
No.
Okay.
No. Sadly not.
I would say you disappoint me, but the
No,
spray.
the hair
you really
and the
don't.
spray
You
and
really
the
don't.
yeah, no, it's good. It's quality.
But yeah, so jumping off, running in, and so while I'm in there, can I see the? I'm guessing canister or something.
Yes, there are several canisters of the ultra dense mega honey. They're behind some very thick glass, and the gas is very thick there. And there's some armed people like heading towards you as well.
So at this point, you see Hercule push a tiny button up here where he can reach it, and through the tubes you see a yellowish liquid flow into his mouth.
So are you eating some honey? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's
stimming
fine.
honey.
Yeah.
I want to punch a hole down.
Oh, through the base. Okay, yeah. All right, that's going to be a bear roll. That's your sun bear, so that's sense honey. So no, you just get one roll.
No, yeah. I just get the one.
All right, make it count. You got 4, right? Yes. All right, perfect.
That does it.
So you sort of leap down and go with the claw, just punch through, pull back up, chuck the debris over your shoulder. There's now a hole right down through the bed of the truck. You can see the road, zooming past underneath you.
That should help pull some of the gas out.
Yeah, some of it is starting to flow down there. So Molly, what are you doing?
Molly is leaping across and is going to go toe to toe, claw to skull with some of the guards in there.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna go punch a man. That's Now, how are you taking them down? Are you just gonna just straight up just boop, bop them in the face?
Superman punch always works.
Okay. Yeah, so that's bear and
Brain
roll dice.
singer.
Hey, natural 1.
Oh,
Just like poof, Superman punch. Superman punch. I think what happens is you Superman punch a guy down the hole that Jack just made.
Yeah.
And-
That sounds
You know what
right.
sound effect that makes?
Yeah, I
that
think I
absolutely
do.
does.
I mean, I think it sounds like, yeah, there we go.
And
he
he just goes tumbling out
and
behind
then
the
there's
vehicle.
a boom.
Oh.
It's now at this point that you are more level with the storm. And you can
Yeah.
hear a noise. I think all of you can hear a noise.
yeah.
This is exactly what I expected it would be.
There's a gigantic storm of what must be millions of bees, and you squint and you think you can see there's like a figure floating at the top of it.
I know who that is. I know who that is.
What did Hosk do this time? Okay, yep, okay. Now we have gas
Yeah.
masks. This is good. Okay, so
Storm.
yeah, you can, as it draws level with you, it envelops the entire the convoy, and there's just bees everywhere, and arcing kind of lightning between some of them, spectral blue lightning, and looking down from above, a figure, a large muscular man with no hair, but a top hat, a spectral ghost top hat and beard, looks down and says, "It is time to enact my revenge."
It is the ghost of
Of
Abraham Lincoln possessing the body of security guard Vin Diesel.
Continuity! So yeah, there are bees buffeting you from all sides, poison gas and armed men coming towards you. What do you do?
Okay. Ursula is going to head for the where the cab meets the trailer, looking for the brake lines.
Okay, yep.
And what she's hoping is that they are green and sort of long and thin.
Yeah, there's a few different colors of wire, and there are some green wires. Yes.
So she's gonna have a munch.
Yeah, go do a bite. Yeah, you can roll 2 for that because it's your special skill. But that is you are
What
rolling.
she's gonna do, because she needs to take her gas mask off.
Yeah.
So she's gonna take her gas mask off to expose her muzzle. Take a big, deep inhale of honey vape juice.
Ah, yes.
Put a point back into Bear,
I like it. Yeah.
and then she is going to attempt that.
Ooh, yes.
Nice.
Victory! So you just bite through the problem is this is a very large truck with a lot of momentum. So you stop the truck and it's skidding. It's skidding to a halt. Red, Alcapores is still up at the top of this tower.
Yep.
I need you to make a coordination type thing, which I think would be Bear. And I think you only
Okay.
get 1 roll because it's just yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
face move. Roll me that.
Nope.
No! Oh
Nope.
no! Okay, so here's what happens.
Oh, I know what happens.
No, I
understand
don't.
now.
Okay, no. Here's what happens. The truck skids to a halt. One of the canisters of ultra dense mega honey is thrown upwards against the glass and breaks.
Uh-oh.
You get thrown off back into it and tumble backwards, far behind. You sort of get carried backwards and backwards and backwards, very far, almost to the back of the convoy. At the same time, the spectral bees and real bees and the lightning strikes out and hits both you and the canister of ultra dense mega honey. So you just lying down there. We'll get back to you in a second.
Yes.
We'll get back to you in a second. Everybody else, the truck skids to a halt, and you can hear all the other cars like pulling in, trying to brake in time. And you've seen Al just go flying off with a canister. What do you do?
Oh, me flying off in the canister. I think that has a certain sound effect that happens, right? Like,
No, you're a bear. You don't make. No,
Right?
you make this noise. There we go. All right. So what do the rest of you do?
Well,
Okay. Ursula quickly slams her gas mask back down before the gas affects her, and heads to where she knew Hercule was trying to punch through the floor.
Okay. I'll say that there are.
Are there still security guards there?
Yeah, I'll say that there are 3 guards left.
So Ursula's going to come up behind the one closest to her and just try and tear his head off.
Yeah, that's a bad. This has just got really bloody. Like Al shot a man, and now we're ripping people's heads off.
we have a very different rating this time around.
Yeah, well, this is the sequel. We're going for an adult kind of,
Yeah.
15 rated or whatever.
Our audience
Yeah.
has grown up a little bit.
All right, so you successfully rolled, which means the man's head comes off his shoulders, Just- and this body slumps down and goes through the hole, but it doesn't move because you've stopped now. It's yeah. So there are 2 of them left, and in front of this, the display with the mega honey, and the mega honey has a hole. It's a hole in the top of it, not at the side. Also, Dave, did you, I think you need to make a driving roll to stop in time if you're right next to the.
well,
I mean,
the thing is,
describe
how-
what you do when this happens.
how I see this happens is that we're kind of sort of side to side, and because the brake's gone suddenly, I suddenly zoom up ahead.
Okay.
I see them in my wing mirror, and I do a Tokyo-style drift.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift. I think you still need to roll driver for that. Roll criminal, I mean, but with your 2 dice in because of driving. 6 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're good. Just and you're back facing the other way, and the truck has stopped, still surrounded by bees and this figure floating above you. What's Molly Porton doing?
Molly Parton. So there's a hole in the top of the glass
Yes.
display. She's going to make a jump for it.
Okay, that's a bear roll. I think that's a deduction to make. Maybe that's brains. Sure, roll 2. I'm gonna let you do that.
Okay.
You'll calculate the arc properly.
Nice.
Yep,
That's a
okay,
2.
that's a 2. So you sort of deftly dive through this. You're now inside with the other canisters of Mega Honey. There's just a hole above you, and guards swinging around, pointing guns at you, but you're on the other side of this glass, which is, bulletproof or very, very strong.
So they shoot, and it's just the cracks appear.
Yeah, it starts
glass.
cracking on the glass. Let's get back to Al Capore's now, though, because you're very far away, very badly hurt. You got hit by lightning while carrying this ultra dense Mega Honey. And you looking down, you're like, what happened? And then you kind of get to your feet, and you look at your claws, and there's a your claws start vibrating faster and faster and faster. You can feel this energy coursing throughout you. You sort of take one step forwards, and another one, and suddenly you are moving faster than you ever thought possible. You have become Barry Allen. You've become one with the honey force, just moving at incredible high speeds. Which means you gain a new speciality, which is runs fast. If you can convince me that run fast supplies, you can roll extra dice.
Got it. I will edit my character sheets with runs fast.
So what do you do with this newfound power?
I think I have to defeat my nemesis, right?
Oh yes.
I have to face the ghost of Abraham Lincoln.
You have to face Abraham Diesel.
Yes, Abraham Diesel.
So how do you accomplish this?
I start running towards the car and run up the side and just leap towards him.
Okay, make
Claws
me.
out.
That's
I'm still a goddamn bear. Let's be honest here.
That's a bear. That's a bear roll. But you can roll 2 because of runs fast.
Yes.
Go for it. Yeah, you get it. So
Yes.
the rest of you just see this bear-shaped streak of lightning go up over the car and just leap into Abraham Diesel, who kind of just takes a hit from it and gets knocked down a little bit. And I think what happens is you start running around the inside of the storm because because you're the Flash. You can run on bees. So you're just kind of circling him. This sort of lightning tornado circling circling the ghost of Abraham Lincoln inside Vin Diesel.
I'm able to collect all the bees.
All right, what are the rest
Now it's
of
time
you?
for me to alienate my friends and make very stupid decisions.
Don't stick you in the timeline. All right, what is everybody else doing now?
So we've still got bees surrounding us.
You still got a bunch of bees surrounding you, and there's 2 more guards left. Yeah.
Hercule?
Yeah, Hercule. What are you up to?
I'm gonna take out the 2 guards.
Yep. Okay. How you gonna do that?
Like I'm just gonna run at them, jump up, double clothesline.
Okay.
Out
Yep.
with the arms, and then just
Bop.
bang.
All right, that's a bear roll, but just one dice. Lower than 4. Yeah. All right.
Oh!
Bonk. They go down. Boom, boom. So the guards are taken out. I think you're standing now in front of the glass cabinet that Morley is on the other side of. You've taken out the guards for now, but there are more people piling around. You can see that The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, is fighting as many of them off as he can, which is quite a lot.
It's why you need a man on the inside.
It's true. It works very well. What is Ursula Pandress doing?
So, Ursula is... she's going to go and investigate the gas canisters.
Okay, yep.
She wants to know if she can try and direct the gas to the bee swarm and see if we can start taking it.
Okay.
Good idea.
That's definitely criminal. I think you only get one. That's not explicitly a face move, but you got to roll lower than 4. Give me that roll. Yes. All right. So yeah, you sort of there's a nozzle that is like firing out the gas. You sort of pull it up and start like waving it in front of the bees, who start retracting and pulling back, out of the way of this gas. Some of them dropping to the ground.
All of a sudden, a hole appears. Bear Flash has to jump.
Yeah. Actually, you're starting to lose your footing up there. So make me a bear roll with 2 for runs fast. As you're
Still success.
Still
You got
success.
4.
So you're able to hop from other thing to other thing. Okay. What do we do? Let's go to Al. Actually, what do you do now that that's happened?
I'm trying to think if there's like, I'm trying to hold off the ghost of Abraham Diesel, but I'm realizing that without the honey, I can't actually do anything.
Right. Well, he's in the body. The thing is, he's in the body.
And then I have an idea.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yes.
I think I know where this is going. Narrate this, and I'll tell you what to roll.
So he jumps down and he stops in front of.
Thank you, Oz.
Probably Molly Pop. Oh God.
Thank you, Oz.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Probably.
Molly Posse is like, "Be right back, boss," and just starts running off into the desert.
Oh, okay. Getting a run up. Just.
I'm trying to go back in time.
Oh no! Oh no! It's happening! It's happening!
I'm going to go back in time and find maybe there's the last drop of honey that I can find.
Oh wow!
For this moment.
Okay, make a roll. You got to roll to go back in time.
That's fair. Is that a bear or a criminal trick?
I think it's bear. I think it's bear with 2. Again, it's the same roll as before.
Okay. Success.
Yes. Okay. So fuck. Okay. So
What causes that drip?
Oh, almost definitely. So running.
I was thinking I catch the drip, and all of a sudden Winnie's here.
Well, where were you aiming for? Where were you trying to go?
I was trying to go to that last drip of honey that falls on Winnie's laptop. But I'm willing to go for that. Whatever I do there is the reason that last.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, unless you want to go like anywhere, you want to go back there. Okay.
Yes, that's where I want to go.
Okay, so yeah, you just this aura appears around you, and you enter the honey force. You just start seeing flashes of different things of the last honeycon, of the next honeycon, of bears, other versions of you in prison with a goatee, your childhood in the woods somewhere. Abraham
a version of Earth where it's ruled by bears.
Yes, Abraham Lincoln tending to his hive, and then you pop back out.
There is a shot for some reason of El Capaz sneaking up to a security guard.
Yes.
That we never figure out what that was.
Well, that's about. You know what? Actually, I might. Yes, actually, you see all the other people playing Honey Heist as well. All the other groups of bears. The multiverse of Honey Heist. I think actually what maybe this is a bit mean of me, but what I'm going to do is you rolled to successfully travel back in time. I think you have to roll to get to the right place where you're aiming for.
That's fair.
So do me that. It's that same roll again, I think. Oh no, except yeah, no, you're fine. No, you're good. Okay, so you pop back out. Nighttime, back at the shed in the woods, the hut, the hideout, and what are you aiming for? The last bit of the honey.
Yeah, there's still a little bit left in there, so I scoop a little bit out of it, and I miss one drop.
Yep. Actually, you just kind of like knock straight through it and like shatter it and grab some as you go and like, and then the remains fall down and goes doop, and falls down and drips onto Winnie's laptop, and the whole thing happens. And then I'm not going to make you roll to get back. You can go forwards in time. I'm going to need to make you roll to go to the right place, though.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Same as always?
Same as, yeah.
Success.
Oh, okay, so, got that.
Wait.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the multiverse.
Never mind, but...
He should have another point in Ben.
Yeah.
Oh,
did
you're
just
right.
eat
Yeah,
once a
that's...
month.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
You know, that's very true. You have 1 point in bear. You've 5 points in bear. This keeps happening. So you pop back out the other. The rest of you are still fighting. You know, off all these bees, and you hear another pew, pew, flash as, again, a streak of bear-shaped lightning comes zooming out, and you run back up the same thing again, and now go to swipe at Abraham Diesel. That's a bear roll.
I'm trying to rip Abraham Lincoln out of.
So you're sort of aiming for like the spectral top hat and beard.
Yes. Trying to grab the top hat.
Okay. That's you got that with a 3. Oh no, hold on. No, you should only roll 1 for that because that's.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was still going fast.
Well, that would be the first one.
Yeah, I'm going to take your first roll. That's a 3.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
The punching and swiping is not part of that. It's getting up there is the thing.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't make you roll for that, so be thankful. You don't connect. He just sort of about able to dodge out the way. So yeah, you don't. He dodges rather.
What? Oh, this was a criminal roll. Got it.
Was it?
I don't know because the 3 is a hit.
Oh no,
on
you're
the
right.
5.
Sorry, you're right. Sorry, I'm getting myself mixed up. You're fine. Okay, in that case, poof, you grab the top hat and pull it. The problem with that is that Vin Diesel starts falling towards the ground. And if you remember from last time, Vin Diesel was...
man.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yes. Perfect. But Vin Diesel was the man on the inside last time.
Yeah. Dave. Go
Yeah,
for it.
you had the thing.
I was going to say, if I see Mr. Vin Diesel, beloved Vin Diesel, fall
Yes.
to the ground, I stop with my drift to. I handbrake enough so I'm underneath him, and I tilt the van enough so he can enter through the side door.
I was thinking sunroof, but yes, no, side door.
Sunroof, yeah, sunroof would be.
No, I like the side
on
door.
the side, just through the side.
Yeah,
in.
no, you're trying to go on 2 wheels so that he can go.
Yeah, 2
like
wheels.
that.
You get, boom. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be criminal driving. Yes, you got there. And you drift to the side.
I'm so glad you found that one.
Yeah, tilt the van onto 2 wheels, and Vin Diesel into the van.
There's also speed lines everywhere.
Multi-bear drifting. So yeah, you successfully rescue Vin Diesel. But there is still this massive mega swarm of bees and Abraham Lincoln's ghost.
Yeah. Just separated the two.
So what I would like to do at this point is have a little flashback.
Sure, let's do that. Oh,
So, boys, how do we plan to get the mega honey, off the convoy? The Bearmobile can't take that much weight.
I have a guy. Don't worry.
Does he have a helicopter?
No, he drives something much better.
trust me on this. Go with Keeb's idea.
Okay.
He has a helicopter, so yes.
Excellent. We'll get the helicopter in over the convoy. we'll lower down some chains and just winch the Mega Honey away.
All right, I like
But
it.
yes, it is who you think it is, Jack. I think it should be.
I have
And,
no clue.
We'll figure it out.
so Ursula is going to crack one of those the flares that make all the red smoke
Yeah.
to signal for the helicopter to start coming in. Hopefully she's got enough of a gap in the bees from the poison gas.
Yeah. Okay. I think you need. No, yeah, that's fine. No, you moved a thing. So there is. No, don't worry. I see your message, Red. I have my own plans. Don't worry.
You have a plan. That's
Don't
fine.
worry, I know-
No,
I know what I'm
I was
doing.
like, I have an idea here.
So you're
That's
just
fine.
holding this up, yeah. Okay. Now let me take stock of everything here. We have Morley Portman inside with 2 other canisters of Mega Honey. We have Al Capore's battling the ghost of Abraham Lincoln in a bee cloud. We have Dave in the van catching Vin Diesel falling from the sky. And we have Hercule was taking care of 2 guards. And so was Ursula. Okay, let's see.
It's like Ursula, The Rock, and Molly are just fighting back to back.
Yes, you know, they definitely do the back-to-back pose with The Rock.
Yeah. Yeah, the Rock has come across now. He's been forced out of his SUV. That went spinning off and crashed.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ursula's waving the flare while we're fighting off these guards.
Is Dave still in the van, or what are you doing with the van?
I'm driving it.
I know. I mean, this is all stationary now. So are you like heading over to them, or?
I'm driving over to them.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't get my card.
No. I know.
Poor peasants.
All right. So you're going to join up with them so we can have everybody together. Okay. So this flare goes up, and it takes a minute or 2 before anything starts to happen. And then...
I mean, the coolest fist fight with Ghost Abraham Lincoln.
Yep. You can hear this helicopter start to come in.
Oh, no. No, that can't possibly be it.
And it's just flying in over the horizon. And as it gets closer, you notice something odd about it. There isn't a pilot. And the helicopter
Oh, no.
has a fez on it. It comes in swooping over, and the downdraft is pushing away all the bees and the honey. There's nobody in it, but it's got a fez on top somehow. And it lets down a ladder rope for you to climb into. What do you do? What? What?
My God, Hats.
Well, we send the Rock up first.
Yeah,
'cause he's the squishiest.
he gets up and he's really confused. And there doesn't seem to be anybody in here. Does anybody else go up?
Morley, you're inside the box.
Yeah, actually, there's a rope
yeah,
go down
we
into
need to
the box.
Yeah, I need the chains, and I'm going to tie up the Mega Honey.
Yeah, that's fine. And
Yep,
you
so
get
the chains come down and we do that.
you get pulled up. When you get into the helicopter, there is no pilot, but there are the screens. And this is like a sort of Vietnam like helicopter with a big open side. But it has like full digital screens. And up on one of them there is like this pixelated version of a panda. And then you hear it's like, there's no time to explain. Get someone to drive.
We only have one person who can drive.
I
And
can
And it ain't me.
David not leaving the Bearmobile, so
well I can say,
Okay, the brains has taken the wheel.
all right, so you hop in. Okay, now what? At this point, actually, I think Richard Darsley has got back up and has grabbed one of the trank rifles and is like, "You monsters!" taking a shot at you guys.
Well, we I see this in the Bearmobile happening. I look at Mr. Vin Diesel like, Vin, gotta ask you one more time to do us a solid. Get in the cannon.
I think what you do is you just sort of pick him up and put him in the cannon. You just sort of stuff him in there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could physically do that. I tried, like Vin Diesel, like
You sort of nudging him. All right, so he climbs into the cannon. What are you aiming for?
for Dick Dastardly.
Ah, perfect. All right. In that case, I'm going to make that a criminal roll for you. I don't. Do you get driving for that?
I don't.
Cameron's on his car.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let you roll with driving.
What's that?
Okay. Yeah. No. There we go. Perfect. Just boom. He goes and he transitions into a. It's car. Yeah. It also counts as carnage. So.
Oh God, carnage.
Yeah. No. That's fine then. And he just flies and like lands right on top of him and just starts pinning him to the ground and yelling at the rest of him like, "Go! Go! Go! Go!" Okay. Meanwhile, the ghost of Abraham Lincoln is sending these swarms of bees at you, Alcapores, just like firing them like they're fireballs, but made out of bees.
I try to punch through them and dodge around them.
Yeah, I think that's bear with. If you're just trying to punch through them, then that's just bear. And
Okay.
That's just one roll. But you've got 5 points.
You can always roll 6, but not today. Not yet.
So you punch through the first one. Make a roll to dodge out the way. You can have 2 for running fast.
I will do that. Go.
Hey, double fives.
Still a success because I'm so bare right now.
Okay, so you just get out of the way. What do? He's lobbing these things at you. You know that you can grab him because you did that before.
I guess there's only one thing I can do.
Yeah.
Hats,
Yes.
would you please play the ghost music?
Oh, yeah, I think I can.
I don't know if you have it since last time, but I think we all know what music this needs to be.
Wait a minute. Alright. Do
So
the thing.
Alcapaz starts spinning his hand
Yes!
faster
Yes!
and faster and faster and faster.
To make a whirlwind.
Yes.
Alright.
At an ectoplasm at a plasma level.
Oh,
Basically
okay.
trying to break matter down.
Oh,
into...
right, so you're trying to match the vibration frequency of ectoplasm
Yes.
with this whirlwind. Alright.
Yes.
Fine. Is that bear or criminal?
I would argue it's criminal.
Yeah, I think I agree
And
with
I'm
you.
willing to do a flashback scene for this.
Yeah, sure. Alright, let's have a flashback. Go.
I afraid of no ghosts.
That'll do. Alright, so move a point back into criminal.
And
And
I would argue I get to roll twice because go fast.
yeah, I was gonna let you do that. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Go for it. Roll 2. 2!
2!
Oh, so I think what happens is like he starts vibrating, and this whirlwind comes out arcing with electrical energy, and it vibrates out of you, and you start it starts breaking apart, he starts breaking apart, and you sort of take another flying leap and just punk, stick your arm directly through the ghost of Abraham Lincoln. Looks down and he's like, "No, my beast! What have you done?" And just explodes in a blast
hang
of
on.
ghostly
As that
energy.
happens-
Yeah.
Alcapaz says, if you want to take a measure of a bear, give him power.
Oh
Brackets
man.
S.
So I got your message, Keep, and I have that already, funnily enough. So yeah, okay, he explodes this. Now what that does is that the swarm suddenly kind of it starts behaving a lot more chaotically. And I think the explosion of ectoplasmic energy knocks you down to the ground, Al.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think because that went off without a hit, you can move a point into criminal for that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. So, right. That's good. Now we've got the ghost is taken care of. Dastardly is being pinned down, but there are still a lot of bees, and they're not really being controlled, so they're just swarming randomly. And this helicopter is still hovering above with the fez on it. What are the rest of you doing?
So, you said this is a Vietnam War helicopter.
Yeah, kinda.
Does it have weapons?
Yeah, it has some, not a lot. What's the plan?
I was hoping to start shooting at some bees with a machine gun, and maybe if perchance there was some collateral damage to the rest of the Honey Heist convoy, that would not go.
That'd be
that
a
would be a
crying
problem for us.
shame. Really.
So,
Be.
so you climb up into the helicopter. You will say, yeah, there's okay, fine. There's a mounted machine gun.
Cow.
Sure, why not? Just in case. Yeah, I think I need you to make me a criminal roll for that, to try and shoot down some bees. Natural one.
I think you're using the wrong tool, but
All right.
It seemed fun. I couldn't come up with a reason why there would be a flamethrower on a helicopter. So,
I mean,
Yes.
I think I would have let you get away with it. But
It works in Metal Gear Solid 3, it can work in Honey Heist.
yeah, so the helicopter starts pulling away, doing strafing
Bear,
runs
bear.
as you take out a lot of bees. Just they're starting to drop from the sky. Currently, I think it's Ursula and Molly in the helicopter, right? What is Hercule doing?
So, I would like a flashback.
Okay, sure. What's up? Let's have a flashback.
So, once we get all this stuff, we're still gonna need a way to transport it out. We're gonna need a way to make sure they don't follow us. And I know just the guy.
All right. Let's pop
So,
back.
yeah.
Okay. Whoops.
At this point, over the horizon,
Okay.
a truck starts coming in.
Uh-huh.
This truck is painted in camo.
Okay.
And it's driving really fast. At the wheel of it
Mm-hmm.
is a large hunk of a man.
Yeah. Can we see him?
Not yet, but
Oh,
later
okay.
you can.
Okay.
He is chewing on a stump of a cigar,
Yep. Okay.
and as he pulls up, he says, "Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yarr, it's time to go."
Come with me if you want to live.
God.
Exactly.
why did you not get to the chopper?
We did. You did get to the chopper.
Hercule didn't.
That's
I
true.
would
Yeah.
pull out my tag, but they wouldn't let me into,
All right.
into the country.
This is close enough. Okay, so another getaway vehicle? Sure, why not? Alright, so Arnie pulls up in the truck. This is basically the Expendables now, but with bears.
Expend the bears.
The Expendabears. Sure. Okay, so
We're
yeah.
setting up the support crew.
Okay.
We needed to pull in some more focus, so we got a lot of big names.
Fine. God, okay. There's a bunch of the other cars are. I think what's happening now is that the other people on the rest of the cars, they're taking their cars and they're using them as weapons. So they're trying to drive into the vehicles that are you're trying to get away in. So everybody who's in a ground vehicle, apart from Dave, roll me bear. With just one dice, unless you have... I don't think you have anything that works for this. So just roll me one bear roll. Okay, Jack, you're good.
This is Jack, isn't it?
I think. Well, let me see.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think,
we haven't actually picked up Al. He's just
think,
lying
yeah.
in the desert.
Oh,
It's fine.
right,
I'll get
yeah.
out. I'll be fine.
I think I need you to roll anyway because you're trying to avoid being hit. You can roll 2 for moving quickly.
Well, it doesn't matter what I'm rolling anyway.
Yeah, no, it's fine. All right, so you're fine. So you dodge out of the way. Hercule also dodges out of the way. Yeah, no, you're just like beep, 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 beep. One of them comes at you and you just sort of phase through it. So the
Yeah.
car drives through you.
This is awesome.
There's okay, so sorry, there's a lot to keep track of at the moment.
There
What
it is. Isn't there?
What are the two? Okay, you've avoided them attacking you. Now I think now you need to get away. Now you need to just book it. So Morley, you're flying the helicopter. So I think you need to make a criminal roll to try and get away.
And flying does not count as swimming, does it?
No, unfortunately not. Still make it. So you deftly pull out of the way. The gun swings around, taking out some more bees. I think taking out some of the cars as well as you sort of pivot sideways. So now we need Dave to make a getaway roll.
Well, first, I kind of shout to Vin Diesel, "We're getting away!
He's
Go
like,
get back in the car!"
so Vin Diesel's he's running. He's gonna try and jump, but he at the last second, Dastardly grabs his leg and he sort of goes boom onto the deck of the truck.
Oh, so Dick is on the car as well.
Well, no, you launched him in a cannon onto no, that's where he was. Yeah.
Can Mr. Diesel get a hand from a quick bear?
Yeah, go for it. So what are you doing?
I'm trying to run up to Dick Dastardly and basically just grab him with my claws and just toss him away so Finn can get away.
Oh, you're gonna do like spin him around and throw him away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just throw him onto the horizon.
Yep. Okay. So that's bear, but with 2 for runs fast. Oh, just got there. So you just run up, just streak like swirling around. He's like, "What?" Gets picked up, whirled around, and then. Ting!
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like your Dastardly's busting
Thing
up
off
again.
And so
For some reason, as that happens, the camera just cuts to a small dog that just goes. And
no, that's Scooby Doo. No, wait. Raggy. So what do you do with Vin Diesel? He's sort of looking up at you like, "Help me! Get me up! My leg's broken."
I pick him up, I run down to the car and put him in.
Yep, no, I don't think you need to roll for that. You just you stick him in the car. He just gets deposited in the van.
I knock the car twice.
Yeah. And then I make a high-speed getaway, 65 miles an hour in 12 seconds.
Just. No, okay, you got there. You got a 3. You're good. So you're able to start peeling away. Arnie picks up Al Capore's. Oh, what did Pix do? What did Pix do? Yes! That's so good. I love it. That's perfect. That's exactly it.
Oh god.
Yes.
I agree with Hosk though.
That's clearly too high quality. Okay, now I think. Oh yeah, Arnie goes into the back and grabs like a bazooka, and it's like, "Hey kid, you drive," and goes to shoot back.
To whom did he say that?
To Al. Oh no, sorry,
Okay,
sorry,
in that case,
no, not Al. Sorry, Hercule. To Jack. So yeah, you need. So I keep looking that. You need to make me a criminal roll, just the one though, to see if you get away. You have 3 points. Oh, just. God damn it. See, if I don't have honeycomb, I can't make you re-roll that. So. Never
mind, buddy.
That's fine. It's fine. So yeah, you start to pull away, and everyone else is there's trying to chase you. There's all this wreckage in the way, and they just kind of pull around and let's take stock.
Some of the wreckage suddenly gets pushed away.
Yep. And you're just running alongside them, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you start to just make your exit from this. I think about maybe a couple miles out, you can feel the energy starting to drain from you, Al. So you're starting to slow down.
Okay, well, in that case, I quickly run up to the car I'm running next to and just open the door, jump in. Just like,
I think you need to roll for that. I think you need to roll. It's physical stuff. It's bear.
do I get to use go fast one last time?
Yeah, fine. Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
Needed that.
So yeah, you just about get inside, and then
I end up just hanging on the side as the car speeds along and just crawl my way back in.
up in the let's cut back up to the helicopter with Morley at the controls, Ursula I think sitting at the gun. It's probably stopped firing by now, and
yeah, the gun's cooling down. There's a little
the spin is
it's red hot with a little wisp of smoke, and you see Ursula just she's somewhere along the line she lost the cigarette holder vape she was using, so she reaches into her handbag, grabs out another one, pops a fresh vape juice in, and just
ripping fat clouds. And I think that then over the speakers it's like, you guys, good job, we did it again. It's good to see you. I may require some assistance later. Over the speakers.
Don't worry, Winnie. We're coming for you.
And scene.
Credits.
Yeah.
I was trying to come up with a pun to end on, but I
Okay.
I mean, we can't wait for that. That would be unbearable.
Oh, unbearable. We did it.
There we go.
Another successful heist.
You call it a heist.
I mean, it was.
Fault.
And you just drive off into the sunset with a helicopter.
yeah. So you see the two cars, and then the helicopter comes into shot, silhouetted with the crate hanging below.
Yeah. Just into the sunset, so it's only the black silhouette. I like it.
Yeah. And I think over the credits we have like a picture. We have like the still images again, and we have a still of getting, unloading the things. Al looking at his hands, just like
Yeah.
and the helicopter landing outside of the hideout, and then like hooking up the helicopter to the laptop and like mashing the keyboard. Winnie sort of rematerializing out of the laptop.
What are you thinking, Sosa?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, if anyone else has like end credit stuff they want to do.
I have one. There's just a still shot of Vin Diesel, The Rock, and Arnold Schwarzenegger just at a bar laughing, having a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, there we go. Another.
Maybe making out at some point. I don't know.
Hey, that's Grant Howard in chat. That's the guy who made this game.
Hey.
Welcome, sir. We've had another successful run at this.
I feel I might have broken your game in some ways.
No, I feel like this is how it was meant to be
I
played.
pulled out a gun.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you broke the one of the rules of improv. You pulled out a gun, but it was fine.
That's a rule of improv. I don't know yet.
Well, yeah, because where do you go from there? Apparently, where you go from there is traveling back in time and becoming the Flash, becoming
Yes.
Barry Allen.
That's how you do that. Really.
Yep.
No, but yeah, it seems what we do with our cuts.
Oh, of course.
So I know
There's-
what Ursula does with hers.
Oh, yeah,
she
go for
has a swimming pool installed at her country house, and so the shot is her swimming in the pool, then coming out in the classic Ursula Andress scene, and it just freeze frames on her with the bikini pattern.
Yeah,
for a second,
the black
then
and white.
fades.
Yeah, okay. All right. Anybody else have any they wanted to do?
I do have a suggestion for my end scene.
Sure.
So Al has basically bought a mansion in some sort of Mediterranean location.
Yeah, okay.
And the place is hooked up with all kinds of security and anti-ghost traps.
Yeah.
Because he's unhinged.
Yep.
And the fact that they're that you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you.
He's just kind of
play him at the final post-credit scene at the end.
I think what it is you're like relaxing with a sun reflector, but you haven't got glasses. Like the camera goes underneath the glasses, and you can see the eyes, and there's just a, and then it cuts. Anyone else wanted a post-credit scene for themselves at all, or we can just go to wrapping up?
No,
I can see. Go ahead, Bob.
Oh yeah, I was going to say they've had to spend most of his cut on the insurance claim for the Bearmobile. So you just see him on the phone angry, like
just making like honey badger noises down the phone. At the other end, it's like, what?
I get your complaint, sir, but I think you'll find that you still have to pay your premium.
And what about Hercule? Do we have one? Or
He's going to a school for thieves, trying to get educated and better.
he's learning to be a better thief. I feel like he's taking like online courses or
No. He is at that school, and he's like wearing a mustache that he's gotten from Al.
Oh yeah,
he's blending in with the other human students.
Coming soon.
It's a school for magicians.
Well, this is going to be like the anime spin-off coming to Netflix soon. Bear School Academia. I don't know.
There probably already exists an anime
My
like
Bear Academia. I think.
Yes.
Maybe that's a thing. And did we want to have one for Morley as well?
Morley has returned to the Arctic. Has a nice
yes.
fishing shack in the middle of nowhere. She has finally retired when there is a knock at the door.
And then end scene.
Yeah.
Slam cut to credits.
All right, let's take us to the.
We should leave it at that. I had an idea, but no, I'm not
no,
gonna.
That's good.
No, leave it at that.
All right, there we
Next
go.
time.
Yeah. Well, that was another successful honey heist. I'm glad I was able to throw some surprises at you guys.
There were certainly surprises.
I mean, I saw Abraham Lincoln coming.
Oh,
I did not see Barry Allen coming.
Yeah. Well, when I rolled for the stuff, and I rolled Ultra Dense Mega Honey, and I was like, well, that just says like superhero origin to me.
Yeah.
And yeah. But no, obviously after the last time, we had to have Abraham Lincoln possessing Vin Diesel show up again.
Of course.
Naturally.
That's a sentence we just said.
Yeah, and it made perfect sense in context.
That's the scary part.
That is the scary part. But yeah, so if you've enjoyed today's stream, thanks for tuning in. And thank you to people who put bits in for Honeycomb and such. And also anyone who has followed. Not always able to keep track of that because there was a lot going on. And if you want to find more of Honey Heist, it's a game by Grant Howitt, who makes a lot of like micro RPGs. You can find him on patreon.com/gshowitt. Like basically a new one every month. So go check it out. There's a lot of really good stuff there. And you can find. Why don't we go down and tell people where they can find you guys? Red.
You can find me at Red7, both on Twitch and on Twitter. I stream every Sunday from. Let me convert this to GMT.
-1.
I know, 4 to 6 p.m. GMT.
Yep.
We're on Red Nightmare 7. And that's about all I really do in the public sphere right now.
There
might be some other stuff coming up, something with DM tips, but I'm not entirely certain about that yet.
And I'm just going to plug this one last time because I still feel the need to. But we did do a podcast together, Fast Get Rewatch. It's over now, but it's on the website, karmahouse.co.uk. Go check it out.
Yep.
All right, Jack, I can see you around various places.
Yes. I am at Chicago. I am here or there. I'm on Keeb's channel when he streams Firefly.
Yeah.
I'm in all the role plays. That's about it.
Basically,
and then
yeah.
You'll find me lurking in chat or yelling at people in chat.
And Keeb.
Yes, so you will find me at Keeb42 both on Twitter and Twitch. And as Jake said, I stream a Firefly RPG, and I did do a few other streams. Things are a bit irregular right now, but
Babies
hopefully
and
back to a more
such.
regular pattern soon.
Yeah. And Valk? Lemons?
Yeah, you can find me at Lemon on Twitter if you want to see the world's worst puns, I guess.
Yeah.
They're really bad.
Really
No,
bad,
no, no,
yeah.
seriously,
They're
though.
not
No,
really
seriously,
good.
they're
Really
really
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on Twitch thing, whatever it's called, Twitch.
Yeah.
Generally about.
Well, you're also part of the Firefly crew.
I am part
As
of
well.
the Firefighter crew.
Me as well.
Regrettably, I don't think they like me
for your sins.
Always
The
is,
best
yes.
character.
And Gunner, where can people find you?
Master_Gunner on Twitter, and I occasionally pop into other people's streams.
And we're very glad to have you when you do. So, yeah, thanks everybody for joining in. Thank you, Keeb, for, I wouldn't say filling in because I was trying to get everyone, including HP, along. But thank you for coming along. And we because the story is we tried to get Keeb last time, but, things happened. HP was last minute. This time, tried to get everybody, but, I think we did okay. One day we'll have all 6 of you, and it'll be great.
Crazy.
Yeah, it'll be insane. And I'll say to the 5 of you, you might want to turn on the stream for this last little bit because I have.
Oh right, yeah, you warned us about
I
this.
warned you about this, but there's going to be a little thing I think you'll want to see.
Hang on, give me a moment. 'Cause there's a bit of a delay.
There is.
Oh, that's actually fine. That
But,
there's a delay. Yeah.
But while you guys load that up, I will also say if you want to see more from me, I will be back on Monday, same hat time, same hat channel, with probably some XCOM 2, until I find something better to do, basically. All right, so thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend. I will see you all soon, and bye-bye for now.
Bye.